The day after the supposed ceasefire had been agreed upon by Hamas, who have already broken the ceasefire, and Israel, did the world suddenly celebrate the peace that was now supposedly existing in the Middle East? Nope. In fact, the pro-terrorists were out there saying, it's not over. It's not over just because of ceasefire. It's not over until the Zionists are all gone. Basically, until genocide has been achieved and we've killed off all the Jews and anyone who may have supported a Jew. Meanwhile, let's see. Well, the New York Times admits we lied about starving child because this child has medical condition. The BBC, which openly took its numbers from the terrorist organization, now say they've lost trust in Gaza because the recent film about a 13-year-old boy, the boy that was supposed to be the oh so tragic figure of the representing the Palestinian children, turned out to be the son of one of the Hamas leaders. BBC admits videos from Gaza were fake. Now, all of these things are happening days and days after the fact. Israel is once again being blamed for terrorists breaking the ceasefire. And over in Canada, oh, I've got a big one coming for you about Canada in a few minutes. In Canada, not only do we have the Prime Minister saying that he'll arrest Netanyahu, who has not committed any war crimes. However, the terrorists that Carney has been supporting, and much like in England, oh, look at this wonderful new Muslim cultural center that has absolutely no security guards because it doesn't need it. Because 1 in 4 people are Muslim, remember? 1.25 million will be a Jew, and any synagogue you see has security. Any Jewish center, any Jewish school you see has security, not because the Jews are violent, but because you people who want to kill Jews are violent. This liberal, clearly not an open-minded person, says that anybody who comes from Israel ought to be checked to see if they've committed war crimes. Meanwhile, Canada is letting in who knows how many thousands of people who came from an area that elected terrorists, supported terrorists, and even though Gaza's only like 2.5 million people, you want to claim a genocide when less than 1,000 died? But not one single person in Gaza said where a terrorist was, even though, as I've pointed out before, there's been a $5 million reward. Amnesty and free passage for anybody, just tell us where one hostage is, and you get all this. Nobody told. In fact, Hamas has still got hostages. Did you know that? Yes, they're still withholding bodies. And I could show you a thing pointing out the fact that Hamas made a big deal about this supposed finding of a body in a barrel, except they were filmed burying that hostage so that it could be discovered. Despite Hamas claims, once again, security footage showed that there was no shooting from the IDF, and these all told you differently. They lied to you because demonizing Jews is practically a world pastime. And the UN does not recognize Hamas as a terrorist group because, let's see, we've got Iran, Iraq, 70% of the people in the United Nations are from authoritarian dictatorship countries. And gee whiz, why would they object to the only functioning democracy in the Middle East? Why would they declare Hamas a terrorist organization when a lot of the countries that are supposed to now condemn Hamas are funding them? Does that seem probable? No. Oh, but I'm sure I'm just being a conspiracy-minded little Jew thinking the whole world's against me. Where's my victim card? Stop trying to kill us and we'll stop claiming we're victims.